body parts that are lost, like a hand. We will learn how to regrow functional heart tissue. I think these are within the foreseeable future. I'm an optimist, but also a realist, and I think the future is very bright. We're always coming up with new ways to upgrade our bodies, making us faster, stronger, and more adaptable. Now, from the inside out, we can keep cool, work out longer, and recover more quickly. We can manipulate our genes to unlock muscle growth potential. We can regrow missing limbs. Or we can approach things from the outside in, replace those missing limbs with metals and microchips. We can wear technology which adds a sixth layer of information directly to our bodies, even to our eyes. In the future, we'll all be a bit more superhuman. There are 9 other episodes, and I got them all off. But next week is play. The week after that, I believe it's sex. All right. Yeah. Crazy. There's pleasure. There's immortality. There's combat. Security, connection, or communication. I can't remember what title we settled on. A lot of Japanese stuff in that one, like missing things. And we traveled all. I mean, we primarily shot in a certain number of cities. At least those are the things that I was present for. There's a lot in Boston, obviously MIT, a lot in the whole Bay Area, from Silicon Valley all the way up to Berkeley. Seattle has some of the smartest people I've ever met. And there's this dude on the Immortality show who has the potential to really dramatically change the whole healthcare situation, which means he could really brace for the protesters at the time. But it's that revolutionary. I got to hang out with this meditation specialist who had managed to control his immune system and his nervous system with his mind. It was very anti-technology, actually, where we're talking about devices and software. That's coming up in the Immortality one. And I sat in a tub of ice and did some pretty amazing things, which you'll have to tune in to see. See, I'm learning TV. I'm learning TV. So there's some cool stuff coming up. And even the military stuff is pretty interesting for me to do because I'm not like a military person. But a lot of the stuff is about preventing conflict, preventing injury, and preventing death, like taking people out of the equation on both sides. And that I found I was able to wrap my head around and feel very comfortable doing it. That was a very big concern of mine doing stuff like this. Most of y'all know where my politics are. But the science and the tech part is a bit divorced from some of that, and I was able to kind of still do the job and feel cool about what is happening and have myself fully in it. So if you had that question before you didn't, you should. To that question. So 9 more weeks. Are they all consecutive? Is there any break or is it straight through?
No, this is the first. There's 5 more running consecutive.
Okay.
Then we take a break, 1 more run, and 10.
Got it. How long is the break?
We're going to get them on as soon as 10.
Yeah, we call for when the ratings come up high.
Oh.
So there's different times during the holidays that people go, with your family.
The whole summer. After everybody watch it.
Can you watch online if people miss it?
Yeah. Actually, we don't do it online yet because we're still trying to figure out the business model across all of Discovery. Short form, and then we're going to probably be talking at some point with Amazon to figure out Amazon as well as down.
Great. Cool. Great.
This is the future. I'll get it. Anybody else? Yes, Melissa.
So how is it thinking that's when I felt like you actually content to each of those segments?
That's a very interesting question. And for some of these, I knew stuff already. Like I've worked in tech off and on in the background in the foreground of my life for the past 10 to 15 years, depending on how you measure it. So some of the stuff, especially like the gadgety communication stuff, I watch TED videos, I go to consumer electronics show, I go to South by Southwest, a lot of people in that room, you know, help keep me smart because I read their stuff. But some of the, especially the DNA biology stuff, I really didn't know. So incubator, again, they do a one sheet, they've got a shooting script of good questions to ask. And then I do a little bit extra digging, so I find the Wikipedia stuff, I look at YouTube videos. And a lot of you have seen me tweeting throughout the past few months. I'm about to drop in on Berkeley to some neuroscience thing. What's a good question to ask? It was really weird. I went down to Georgia Tech. This guy made robots that can improvise music, which is really robots improvising is a hard thing because they're programming. They don't think, right? They're not creative. Or do they make me do this? Very angry with you. 30 years. The guy who was the expert, I met him at a TED conference called Flu Camp. Yeah. And one of my good friends, he's a musician and a technologist, works for IDEO. I just called him. I was like, dude, I'm hanging out with Gil Weinberg, like, you know his work. What should I ask him that he hasn't been asked before? Like, what do you not believe about what he's doing? And I hit him with some of those questions. So a lot of y'all actually make me look a lot smarter than I am. It's the real point, and I'm able to quickly tap into some of you all through Twitter and Facebook especially to channel that right into the show. So it's really, it doesn't quite show here, but it's very collaborative, because I don't know all that. I learn quickly on the day of, and I forget, you know, so much. Just learn something else next day, a whole other city, a whole other hotel, doing some other science. But it's really a collaborative effort. So thank you all for just being connected, because you're in the show.
Thanks for hosting an awesome show.
That's weird. I went to TV show for 2 months, and now it's actually on TV.
So are we going to talk them into putting this online? We need to have like an intervention here with the production group.
I'm sure they're working on it. So, do you need any instructions from the people like meandering, getting out? Yeah. Okay, caterers, you guys have any special instructions on getting out of your way? You need help.